The Philippines has the worst customer service in the world. In this episode, we will talk about why that is, and if you've been to the Philippines, you cannot say otherwise. There's no way you can dispute these claims at all. Sure, maybe one or two random places may provide good service. Overall, the Philippines has the worst customer service in restaurants, at cafes, in grocery stores. Anytime you are dealing with any business, you get the worst service ever. Everything is extremely slow and nothing really works ever. So, what happens? You waste your time. All day you spend trying to accomplish a few things. You have to mentally prepare yourself. Therefore, you have to be aware of the facts and the truth of this country. I will read one's experience by the name of Emerinoy, who says, restaurant servers spent at least 6,000 pesos at Seascape for around 10 people. When you are paying that much, you would expect great service. Ordered a San Miguel Light. Took about 15 minutes to arrive. There were only two groups of customers. Finally, arrived. Not even chilled. Looks like they were either trying to save money running the beverage chiller to save a few pesos, or the owner didn't bother fixing. They served the beer with a bucket of ice. Ice was not to chill the beer bottle, but provided to add to the beer inside the glass. This is common in the Philippines. Yeah, this ruins the beer and results to a watered down beer. Ordered another beer. This time told them to give me one that was colder. Took another 15 minutes. By this time, our dinner finally arrived. You got the point. And every item came individually. We did not all eat at the same time. They brought out the rice immediately. It sat on the table, cold, by the time the first person got their meal. By the time the second and third got the meal, the first two had finished. And by the time I got the meal last, the entire meal was completely cold. Rodney says, when I first moved to the Philippines, I naively thought I could knock out errands like I did back home. Hit the grocery store, pick up a package, grab a coffee, maybe even get a haircut. All before lunch. Nope. In the Philippines, you are lucky if you accomplish one thing in a day. If you manage to celebrate. Resetting this expectation is important to your happiness and to your mental health. It's not only the traffic and the queues, it's the service. Take Starbucks, for example. If there's more than 4 or 5 people in line, I don't even bother. You know it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes minimum. It's not just the wait time, it's how it all happens. The cashier takes one order, walks over to the barista, chats, maybe confirms an order, then over to the food preparing guy. Puts the item in the oven himself, then saunters back, and they haven't even taken the money yet. If they just took the order and passed the ticket, it would be much faster. Then there's the people in line. When it's finally their turn to order, they still have no idea what they want, despite waiting in line for 20 minutes staring at the menu. On their phone. Mostly their phone. OK Recipe says, it is more shocking when you run errands and everything goes right. I had stuff to do last week and everything went better than I planned it. So rare that it happens, I actually remembered it. Gcash works. I have a signal. There's no line. The ATM is working. They have it in stock. There's parking. It's ready when they said it would be ready. There's no traffic, etc. I had to go multiple places and each one was just quick and out instead of the hour normal wait. This person had a decent day and he's so happy he remembered things working correctly. That is the situation in the Philippines. If you think you can come here and be productive, you're in for a surprise. Customer service in the Philippines is bad because they simply do not care. People in the Philippines have a different mindset than you do back in the West. Filipinos are lazy to begin with, and they are always on island time. Most people do not care about their job even though they claim to have Filipino pride. They get paid very little wages, so they have no incentive to put any effort in doing anything but the bare minimum not to be fired. Also, Filipinos have nothing else to compare it to. They do not think it's a low service quality when they've never actually experienced a good serving restaurant or what good customer service is. Most people have never left their town or barangays. The managers are not well trained. They do not know the steps of service when it comes to restaurants. Everything is inefficient because of corruption from highest level down to the bottom where the person did not get paid in order to deliver your groceries to the store itself. There are so many things, security guards, people working, people on their phone, teenagers, lack of respect for you as a foreigner, even though they say sir, but laugh behind your back. Everyone is just doing their own thing and waiting for tomorrow. They don't think ahead, they don't prioritize you. Customer service is not something you would expect in the Philippines unless you frequent establishments owned by foreigners. But that has its own challenges given location or, of course, prices. If you're going to pay Western prices to have a decent life, why bother coming to this country? And don't give me this BS about climate and the hot weather. There are many warm places wherever you live that are far closer with much better quality of life. Let's be honest. Let's admit it. We're here for the easy women and not the cheap women, as someone mentioned in the comments. I like that saying. Filipino women are easy but not cheap. That's the thing. If you're paying for it, why not pay for it somewhere better? Because we know some Filipinas, most of them actually, don't even know what they're doing when it comes to the bedroom. You pay money, but you do not get the service. Even the service there is not good enough. Because either their heart is not in it, they expect more, or they simply lack experience with someone that doesn't have a 2-incher. Keep those things in mind if you're coming here. It's time for the catfish. Remember, catfish photos are not good-looking people. It's simply the difference between the first and second picture, and you are hoping to meet the better one. How do you go from this to this? The best comment from our video yesterday about your long-distance relationship partner having a local boyfriend is from Louis. I'm the local boyfriend. Your Filipina is in good hands. Dave makes a good comment. I bought my girlfriend a new bag and put a tracking device hanging from the zipper. My suspicion was true, and she's a cheater. Also, my advice to any foreign guy coming here is treat them all as if liars until proven otherwise. Great advice. There are many affordable tracking devices. Purchase one and test your partner. Always assume they're lying until they prove otherwise. Always assume every statement is a lie coming out of a Filipina's mouth, regardless of how small the fact or the statement might be. Everything from their name, their Facebook account, their social media, the number of siblings they have, their relationship status, their past, their family, everything is a complete lie fabricated to extract the most amount of money from you, either immediately or in the long run. Thanks for watching. God bless.